during the year 2017-18 due to increased labor turnover. For this purpose, company has given you the following information: 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 pointers. Later, calculate profit lost by the company due to increased labor turnover during the year. One by one. First, training period of new employees 50,000 hours. During this time, underline, their productivity is 60% of experienced workers. Understand the sentence? When new people join and you give them training, you can also ask them to work and learn. It is training in factory, but you can't expect them to work in same speed as that of an experienced worker. That's why they said it is 60% efficiency. Time required by an experienced worker in 10 hours, is 10 hours to make one unit in Calci. This 50,000 hours, if it was not a training period, the experienced employee would have produced 50,000 by 10 hours. How many units? 5,000 units. But can a new joinee also produce 5,000 units? No. What is his efficiency level? That means he will produce only 3,000 units, which means can I consider 2,000 as loss of units? Correct? To understand why it's a loss, think this way. Imagine those experienced employees had continued. Then you would have got 5,000 output. Because you have new people, you got only 3,000 output. That means because of people leaving, you lost 2,000 units. Imagine profit is 3 rupee per unit. You actually lost 2,000 into 3 rupee. Able to follow? One second. 20% of the output during training period was defective. First of all, how many units these people produced in training? Only 3,000. In that also, because they're new and learning in Calci, 20% of this was not saleable as it is. That is the meaning of defective unit. Production is done, but it's not in a share, in a condition where you can sell. Now what to do? Continue. Cost of rectifying this defective is 25 rupee per unit. That means in Calci 3,000 into 20%. Those many units into 25. 15,000 rupee is extra cost of rectifying the defectives. Correct? If this was experienced worker, then this adjustment too would not even come. They will produce good units. New people produce defective units. The moment you produce defective unit, you have to do the rework or rectification. That will cost you some money. This will become loss of profit to you. Continue. Potential productive hours lost due to, underline the sentence, delay in recruitment was 1 lakh hours. What is this delay in recruitment? Somebody's last working day was June 10th, but new guy did not join on June 11th. Follow what I'm saying? Somebody's last working day was June 10th. New guy came on June 21st. Now there is 10 days of no work done. Machine is idle. Material is waiting. That means you lost some productive hours. How many such hours you lost? 1 lakh hours. Now how come the number is so big? This is for full year. Understanding? Even if you count per day 9 hours, 5 days delay in hiring. 9 into 5 you lost 45 hours. Correct? Like this, many people keep leaving, many people keep joining. Total time lost is 1 lakh hours. Imagine, new guy joined on June 21. If the experienced guy was there till June 20, he would have produced some units. Then the 10 days, whatever loss of time, we could have avoided. Should I write? Previous employee, 10th June is his last working day. New guy should join on 11th June ideally. But that may not happen. You may not get a good candidate. Finally, you got one candidate on 21st June. Now tell me from 11th up to 20th, this time is lost. That many hours wasted. Machine is there, material is there, factory is there, but there is no employee. That means productive time is wasted. If this previous guy had he continued till 20th, he would have also worked for those 10 days. Then if he was working, you would have produced some units. How many units you would have produced in Calci? 1 lakh hours divided by 10. That means you lost another 10,000 units. Sir, but we have already written we lost 2,000 units. Tell me the difference between this 10,000 units and this 2,000 units. This was because there was a delay in hiring. The 2,000 is after hiring, he was slow. Able to follow the difference? In the time gap of nobody working, you lost this. After that guy started, he was slow. Then also you lost something. Correct? That means total loss of units should be 10 plus 2, 12,000 units. Everybody clear with this? Can I? Selling price of one unit is 180. Profit ratio is 20% in Calci. 120 into 20%. Every unit you make a profit of 36 rupee. Now you know 10,000 into 36, 2,000 into 36. This will all be loss of profit. Correct? Continue. Settlement cost of workers leaving the organization given, recruitment cost is given, training cost is given. All three copy paste from question as it is. Correct? That means these many things are to be taken for my final answer. One, number of units lost because of lower efficiency, number of units lost because of delay in hiring, those total loss into 36 rupee profit. Then during training, there were defective pieces that had to be rectified, that had some cost. Then those people who left, the settlement cost, then the recruitment cost, then the training cost. Add everything. If that comes to say 10 lakh rupee, that is the amount of loss because of labor turnover. If no one had left, why will you spend on recruiting and training? That means that number could be zero if nobody leaves the company. Because somebody has left, you have to hire somebody. Because you have hired new people, you have to train them, and training will create expense for you. Understood? Start. Working note 1. I have not started the answer. I only discussed the question. If you have not understood some adjustment, you will understand now when I solve. Working note 1. Go to the first adjustment. It says training period 50,000 hours, and experienced employees would have produced 50,000 by 10, 5,000 units. But these new employees will only produce 60% of that. So there is a loss of units. Dot. Loss of units due to lower efficiency. Loss of units due to lower efficiency. Line by line. Production by experienced employee is equal to 50,000 hours divided by 10 hours, 5,000 units. Next line. Production by new employees, 5,000 units into 60%. Difference is loss of units. I'm doing only units now, not rupees. It's not that the entire training period was waste. They produced 3,000, but still not up to the mark. So we are considering the difference. What if they say efficiency of new employees was 100%? then even in training they would have produced 5,000, then this would be zero. But practically speaking, that can't happen. New joinees will take more time, so they will be slow compared to experienced employees. Same way, working note 2, loss of units due to delay in recruitment. Loss of units due to delay in recruitment. How to calculate this? One employee left, another employee joined, but in between there was a gap. Such total gaps for full year was 1 lakh hours. If those old employees had continued, then they would have produced 10,000 units. Sir, should I not do into 60% here? No. If those employees had not resigned, they would have worked for these 1 lakh hours. No? Why do you have 1 lakh hours of loss of time? Because they left and you hired late. If they had not left, then they would have continued. If they had continued, they would have produced 10,000 units. Correct? Clear? There is no into 60% here. We are comparing what and what. If old employees had continued, what would have happened? They would have produced this many. Now this much is lost. Now main answer, computation of loss of profit. Particulars and amount. First, you tell me what all to be taken. 1 second. Let me explain and you try. I think first I should take loss of units 2000, then plus 10,000. So total loss of units will be 12,000 units. But I want to know loss of profit in rupee. That means I should be doing 12,000 units into 180 rupee into 20% margin. That 180 is the price. That's not the profit. That's the price. Into 20%, 36. That means 12,000 units into 36. That will be one number. Done. After that, you tell me what else I should consider. Those new employees produce some defective units that we had to rectify. For that, which number to be taken? 2000 or 3000? They produced 3000. Out of 3000, 20% was defective. 2000 they did not produce. They produced 3000. In Calci, 3000 units into 20%, 600 defective pieces. And how much is cost of rectification? 25 into 25. You get this number. Understanding? On top of this, you have three more items in question. Settlement cost due to those who left, that number, and then you have to take recruitment cost, and then you have to do training cost. If you add all of this, you get total loss of profit. Understood? 2 minutes, I'll wait. Try to complete this. You know what all to be done? Give a try. Okay, first will be loss of profit due to loss of units. That is 2000 plus 10,000 into 180 rupee price into 20% profit per unit. 4 lakh 32,000. Hope you have tried. Total loss of units into profit per unit. Second, cost of rectifying defectives. This is 3000 units produced during training period. In the 20% is defective output, 600 units. That has to be rectified. We'll spend 25 rupee on that, 15,000. Then you have settlement cost, training cost, sorry, selection, correct? What is printed, selection or recruitment cost, and then training cost. How much is this? No, no, these numbers. 4 and when you add all of this, you will get total loss as 9 lakh rupee. End of the answer.